On the shores of Lake Victoria, in Entebbe, lies the Uganda Wildlife Conservation Education Center. More than just a zoo, it's a beacon of hope for Uganda's wildlife, a safe haven for rescued animals, and a hub for conservation education. Opened in 1952, its mission is to protect Uganda's biodiversity. It plays a crucial role in conservation efforts across the country. Visitors learn about the importance of conservation, highlighting the interconnectedness of animal welfare and human responsibility. Step into the center, and you enter a world of diverse wildlife. Majestic lions bask in the sun, their golden coats shimmering. Nearby, chimpanzees swing playfully through their spacious enclosure. Each species at the center, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, tells a story of survival. The center provides a home to a wide range of animals. Many are indigenous to Uganda. These animals often arrive at the center as rescues. They may have been injured, orphaned, or displaced from their natural habitats due to human-wildlife conflict. The dedicated team at the center provides expert care. Veterinarians, nutritionists, and keepers work tirelessly to ensure the well-being of each animal. The animals receive nutritious food, regular health checkups, and enrichment activities. These activities stimulate their minds and encourage natural behaviors. The center's commitment to animal welfare goes beyond basic care. It extends to creating spacious and naturalistic enclosures. These enclosures mimic the animals' natural habitats, allowing them to thrive physically and mentally. The Uganda Wildlife Conservation Education Center stands as a guardian of Uganda's natural heritage. The center plays a vital role in protecting endangered species. The center's dedicated conservation team works tirelessly. One of the center's key initiatives is its breeding program for endangered species. Conservation success relies on community engagement. The center is a leading voice in wildlife research. For a more immersive experience, the Uganda Wildlife Conservation Education Center offers special events like night safaris, boat rides on Lake Victoria, and interactive animal feeding sessions. Each activity is designed to bring you closer to the wonders of Uganda's wildlife. The Uganda Wildlife Conservation Education Center is a beacon of hope for Uganda's wildlife. It stands as a testament to the power of education, conservation, and community engagement. A visit to the center is more than just a day trip. It's a journey into the heart of Uganda's natural heritage. As you stand before the majestic lions or marvel at the playful chimpanzees, remember that you are witnessing the result of tireless dedication and unwavering commitment. The center's staff, volunteers, and supporters work tirelessly to ensure a brighter future for Uganda's wildlife. Support the center's mission by visiting, volunteering, or donating. Every contribution, no matter how small, helps protect Uganda's incredible biodiversity for generations to come. Let us all answer the call of the wild and work together to create a world where both people and wildlife can thrive in harmony.
On a large plateau separating the mountains of South Sudan from the eastern Rift Escarpment of Kenya, rests Kidepo's raw and virgin wilderness. Do you dream of going on a safari? Of seeing incredible wildlife up close and personal? Of exploring landscapes few have ever seen before? But maybe you're tired of the crowds, of the noise, of the rush to squeeze yourself in for a spot at a sighting. Well, that's why we invite you to take a different kind of safari, one that's off the beaten path. One where you can see the wildlife in their natural habitat without the crowds and the noise. You will have the chance to experience the magic of the savannah without feeling like a part of a circus. But it's not just about animals. When you visit Kidepo, you'll also have the opportunity to learn about the local culture and connect with the people who call this place home. So if you're looking for a safari experience that is truly unique and personal, we invite you to explore Kidepo Valley National Park, the true African wilderness.
The Uganda Wildlife Research and Training College is training students in wildlife and natural resources management and wildlife tourism management. The wildlife technicians work within national parks and other areas which demand for their skills. The tourism technicians work as tour guides in many of the tour companies that we have in this country. And now, going forward, we're given another function of research, and it will be applied research to make sure that it helps in making decisions in this country how the wildlife should be managed. For example, currently we are conducting research to get solutions to control the invasives. Invasive species cause havoc because the invasives are unpalatable to the animals. And animals will leave their natural habitats and go outside the national park because there is no food and we have human-wildlife conflicts. So we are carrying on this research to get solutions to control the invasives. And once that one is done, then government will devise means using our research to curb the human-wildlife conflicts. The training we are having now certainly is going to have an impact nationally, regionally, and internationally. And I can give you examples already. Yesterday, I was in Kivale National Park, and I was happy to be guided by my students to take me to where the park has restored a forest from savanna to a fully functioning forest. And now my students were the ones guiding me in the national park. I was very happy. First of all, when I joined Uganda Wildlife Training College, we had only 25 students. We started training under trees. But now we have 350. We have already drawn a roadmap of where we want to go. And in that roadmap, we have defined every aspect that will make this institution grow. And now we have classrooms, we have laboratories, we have IT labs, and it's from those laboratories that hands-on training can take place. So the infrastructure is going to help us to improve on our teaching. It's going to help our staff be able to deliver on what is required of them. And we have made it flexible that we can have short course programs. So if the 350 students that we have now don't satisfy the market needs, there is that window of having short course programs where even the community, the local people can come and be trained. So depending on what the client wants. And looking at what is happening in the country and where we have the gaps. It's the reason we can also venture into wildlife filming. Why should the people be coming from abroad, come and take filming of our wildlife, and they go away with the knowledge, with the money? But now, here we are, giving the knowledge.
Is a fortress of the biggest population of African Cape buffaloes in all Uganda's national parks.
1,500 where you can drive a kilometer along the herd. And in Africa, you will not find it anywhere else. In fact, many times, Kidepo Valley National.
These herds are common sightings traversing along riverbanks in search of fresh grass and water in the wet Narus Valley. Dry rivers in Kidepo offer precious shelter to the Daga boys, while the rest of the herds pitch camp under the shadow. The gateway to Uganda's abundant wildlife. 5 lakes, forest, and savanna grassland. The only national park where the biggest concentration of impalas, zebras, and elands are spotted. Home to African apex predators. And the nearest national park from Entebbe International Airport and the capital city Kampala. Welcome to Lake Mburo National Park, Uganda's Community National Park. Seated in the heart of Nyabushoji Hills in Chiruhura district, Lake Mburo National Park is a 4 hours drive from the capital city of Uganda, Kampala. Located along Masaka-Mbarara Highway, it borders two districts of Isinjiro and Mbarara City, the commercial hub of western Uganda. It is the smallest savanna park in Uganda, covering an area of 370 square kilometers, with its conservation area extending to nearby districts in the Greater Masaka and Ankole sub-region.
All these areas have important wildlife that are directly linked to the wildlife that we have inside the national park. Lake Nishema, the major wildlife which is there, we have hippos, and so is Leontonde with hippos. But when we go to Sango Bay, we have elephants and buffaloes. So all these are part of the responsibility of the conservation area, although what many people know is the national park called Lake Mburo National Park, which is 370 square kilometers.
The birth of this magnificent park has a cultural attachment to the Ankole Kingdom, which once prevailed way back in the 1930s.
The park started as a controlled wildlife hunting area way back in the 1950s. And this controlled wildlife area was mainly for the Ankole royals. So I can quickly say for sure conservation and gazettement of wildlife started way back before the Muzungus, because the king was the only one allowed to hunt in the area. And that's why when you are coming into this park, the last village to the park is called Rwamuhuku, where the Wahuku or the slaves of the king used to stay. And when he's coming to hunt, they are the ones who would be helping him in doing this job. So there is a cultural attachment to this park. If you want culture, you'll find it there. We have the Ankole Conservation Trust, Ankole Cow Conservation Trust, Acha. They will give you all the Kinyankore culture stories and so on. You'll be knowing how to chan milk, all that is there. That's the cultural part of it.
In 1983, it was gazetted into a national park amidst a liberation war which ended in 1986. But today, the park is remaining with only 40% of its original composition. Lake Mburo National Park is Uganda's nearest national park from Entebbe International Airport, Kampala City, Masaka City, and approximately 30 kilometers east of Mbarara City.
It's the only park where you can come from the 3 cities with ease of, or maybe I can say 4. If you consider Kampala, 3 hours. Masaka, 2 hours to Mburo. Mbarara, 30 to 40 minutes. Fort Portal, 2 hours. And you're in Mburo, you will enjoy everything you want to do and you'll go back to your home. So it's a place where the weekend can be sweet for those people who want to come for weekends, because we have quite a lot of things packaged together that you can get in one go in Lake Mburo National Park.
At Sanga town, along the highway, zebras, impalas, and buffaloes will give you a glimpse of the park's rich wildlife while feeding with cattle and other domestic animals over 10 kilometers outside the park. The gateway to Uganda's abundant wildlife, Lake Mburo hosts hundreds of bird species, cats, mammals, reptiles, and one of the world's most dangerous animal, the hippo.
It's a Ramsar site, and therefore if it is a Ramsar site, it's very important for migratory birds. We have quite a number of birds here, like the shoebill, which you can easily find in the wetlands around. We have also significant populations of topis in this particular park. We have even other big populations of buffaloes. We have big populations of waterbucks. We have big populations of warthogs. We have the hyenas. There are quite big numbers of them. So Mburo is critical and very good and unique in its own way.
It is habitat to Uganda's biggest population of impalas, wetland antelopes, the sitatunga, and the biggest antelope in the world, the eland. Lake Mburo is also known as a zebra park for hosting the highest number of zebras in all Uganda's national park. In 2015, Lake Mburo National Park widened its conservation scope with an introduction of the world's tallest mammal, the giraffe. 15 Nubian giraffes were translocated from Mashishon Falls National Park and have now multiplied to 45, boosting the area ecosystem. Their fast adaptation is attributed to the open savanna woodlands and bountiful acacia trees, their favorite meal. The park is home to one of Africa's big 5 game, the African Cape buffalo. The bulls control a herd of between 30 to 50 buffaloes, including females and their young ones, while the rejects seek solace and security from the world's most dangerous animal, the hippo. They wine and dine together in each other's territory and sometimes cooling off the heat with ease and peace. These gigantic beasts hijacked all water points in Lake Mburo National Park, including this community dam at Ramuhuku. During the dry season, hippos sneak into available water dams, making it a no-go area for communities. The park boasts of 5 lakes including Lake Mburo, Chigambira, Mutukura, Kibwika, and Kazuma, which are habitat to both aquatic and semi-aquatic wild animals like crossdent water birds living on the shores. Boat cruise on Lake Mburo provides the best birding sites of over 350 bird species, including the rare shoebill, African finfoot, fish eagle, red-faced barbet, among others. Here, visitors stand a 75% chance of spotting one of the most solitary and elusive cats, the leopard, mostly during night game drives. Tourists are treated to amazing unique activities, including horse riding and bicycle riding through the animal tracks.
In terms of tourism, we are the only park actually at the moment which is offering bicycle riding, cycling inside the park. You do your cycling and you'll enjoy it. So you cycle with the wildlife. We have game drives for those who want to drive around the park. Also we have horse riding for those who may want to do horse riding. We do it with a concessionaire. That's a unique product here. You will not get it elsewhere in the whole of Uganda.
With nature-guided walks, tourists are granted opportune moments to move up close to the wildlife. This experience provides maximum satisfaction and the actual feel of the natural wonders in the wilderness.
When I showed you when advocate has eaten all the termites and the termite is dead, then because the soils are very rich. Baboons, birds, because they are feeding on the seeds, they poop on the top, then the trees grows. So when you check all those trees, wherever they are growing on termite mounds, because the soils are very rich. Yeah.
More motorable drives have been opened in all corners of the park to create more wildlife sceneries to the tourists. This, in addition to the uprooting of thicket and invasive species, have upped chances of spotting shy animals like statunga and elands during game drives.
Lake Mburo National Park has very nice and good accessibility. When you're from the trading centers, if at all you're coming in from Kampala via Masaka, via Lyantonde, you can branch off from Akagate, or you can come up to Sanga Trading Center. The roads there are maintained in that all vehicles can maneuver.
Even your small car can reach. We don't have those, it's not hard to reach. You will drive your Corolla in Mburo from Kampala, and you don't have to use a lot of fuel.
Accommodation facilities inside the park provide stunning wildlife views at affordable prices to both local and foreign visitors. Visitors are subjected to soothing voices echoing from the resident bird species residing in and around the facilities.
We have accommodation areas, quite a number of them. It's unique. There are those which are inside and those which are outside. But even those which are outside, you'll still be enjoying the park as if you're in the park. Those inside the park, definitely excellent. Way from Chigambira Safari Lodge, Acadia Cottages, we have Ronyo guest houses, you go to Montana Wilderness Camp, all these are resident in the park.
What you pay for is what you get. The setup itself, the terrain, it is exclusive in such a way you're near nature. The design, the ambience, the food, the hospitality, it's of high class.
You come, you'll be with us inside. But if you say, okay, I'm a budget tourist and then I want to stay outside a little bit, we have Eagle's Nest, Haina Hill, Rangeland, we have Mburo Safaris, we have Mhingo, we have Mbogo, and others.
When you're at Chigambira Safari Lodge, it's an exclusive lodge. You can hold a party, you can hold a wedding, reception while you're inside the park. You have a 360 vantage view of Chigambira Lake itself. You can do sport fishing in Chigambira, you can relax.
So Mburo is one such a park that will offer you all this in one go.
With a diminished conservation area, 60% of Lake Mburo wildlife stay on community land, putting the animals at risk of poachers. Animals like zebras, waterbacks, impalas, and buffaloes have inevitably encroached on neighboring ranches, feeding with cattle and other domestic animals in the neighboring communities, and these have sometimes destroyed their agricultural produce.
When animals go into the people's land, in most cases like the zebras, they eat the salt of the cattle grazers. Sometimes buffaloes end up knocking the cows. Hippos, once they go there into people's dams, they also conflict with their animals. And at the moment, poaching is still there at a minimal rate. And major they like poaching zebras, impalas, elands, and sometimes hippos, without even forgetting these warthogs. But the major animals that are being affected here in terms of poaching are the impalas and the zebras.
The park management, however, established a conflict resolution committee which settles community grievances, hence minimizing the dangers that arise from such.
Inside the park, it's not a very big threat. Instead, most of the poaching incidences are found outside the park. And being our mandate as law enforcement to protect wild animals in and outside the park. So we go beyond the park boundaries. And by the time Lake Mburo was gazetted as a national park, it used to be touching the Tamaka Road. So when it was reduced to 40%, some of the animals remained in the people's farms. So it is us who still go ahead to make sure that those animals are well protected.
We have an active Human-Wildlife Conflict Resolution Committee, which coordinates us with the communities. If the park has any issue, before we go to court or where, we have to go to the Community Conflict Resolution Committee.
Our Community Conservation Department has been trying to sensitize the communities about the values of conservation and bringing harmony into existence and see ways how best they can really stay with the animals. And the communities around, generally, they have been too much cooperative, though such challenges are coming up.
So you need their support, you need their participation in conservation, or else you lose most of the animals. So we need their participation, we need their, their engagement in conservation to have this wildlife alive on their private land, but also to let them know that this wildlife is not for the park staff, it's not only for the park, but for the entire country.
The conservation area has also been subjected to community encroachment from especially pastoralists who have consistently grazed their cattle inside the park. Lake Mburo National Park has specifically identified money-minting activities to directly support communities in many aspects of life.
Some of our communities, we have allowed them to put in the park, in selected areas, beehives for
Mubarak to Harbaza.